Yeah, I did it for the culture. Yeah, I did it for the culture. Yeah, I did it for the culture.
Alright, I just want to put a disclaimer that the first five, to me, I would put my money, the little that I have, that those guys are for sure going to make the list. They're going to be on the Xxl Freshman List. You're going to see it at Fry's sitting on the shelf. You're going to see those five guys. I would put the little bit of money I have on it. From here on out, these are the guys I may be a little more skeptical of. Then that's not to insult them. No insult intended at all. These guys all are deserving, and there's many others that are, but this is the list I came up with, in my opinion, and these guys, I still feel like will make it, but I feel like they're not as set in stone as the first five guys. So let's get into the second half. So at numero 6, we have Rich the Kid. Rich the Kid, you might think would be an easy pick. He's easily bigger than a lot of the guys I mentioned previously. He's been around for a while. He works with who hasn't a Rich the Kid made a song with? He's in the works with Kanye. He is in the works with anybody. Rich the Kid's going to make a song with Tupac. I guarantee it. There's going to be a Tupac feature on one of his mixtapes. Anyways, Rich the Kid, there's no reason he really shouldn't be on here. Besides that, every year we talk about this. Every year we say Rich the Kid is going to be on the list. Every year we say there's no reason Rich the Kid shouldn't make it. He put out a lot of mixtapes. He put out a lot of great songs. But I feel like he hasn't really done anything different than the last couple years. I feel like 2015 maybe he wasn't at the level to make it. I feel like 2016 he should have made it for sure. But 2016 I feel like was so talent loaded that he couldn't make it. Think of it like Damian Lillard not making the All-Star last year. Like that's how it was. Like the guy clearly is an all-star, but he didn't make it because there was just way too many good guards. Just like Rich the Kid should have made it last year, but there was way too many good people, except a couple that I feel like shouldn't have made it. But XXL has a quota to fill, in my opinion, that I feel like they couldn't just put Rich the Kid too because there's already a bunch of dudes like him on there. But anyways, 2017, I feel like because it's not so loaded as 16, in my opinion, he could make it. Because, like I said, he makes great music. There's nothing he does wrong. He's always gets lots of views, got a great fan base. But at the same time, it's been a while now. I could see them skipping on him because of that. So at 7, I think this is this is where it gets a little bit smaller in terms of fan base. I would say we have Smokepurpp. Smokepurpp, another one from Florida. I'd say he's pretty new on the scene. He's been around. He's probably been rapping seriously for about a year now, as far as I know. I may be wrong on that, so don't quote me. But to me, he has really shown some great talent. He's shown that he can make some great songs. Ski Mask obviously being a great one. He's got some good features going now. He's worked with Rich the Kid. He's worked with Xavier Wolf, and I'm sure his list is going to continue to grow as he gets older. He seems like a really young kid who's got... He seems like to me like he makes that trap music that they all make, but when they always say that these kind of artists don't have any talent, I think Smokepurpp has talent. I think the dude has bars. I think he can spit. I think he knows how to make a banger, obviously. And he kind of reminds me of Chief Keef in a way. I think that's kind of what he tries to go for sometimes. I don't know. The Ski Mask video and just the sound of it almost reminded me of like some old Chief Keef shit, but also like augmented to fit in with the way music sounds today. So I would call him talented. And I think if he keeps working on his craft and keeps putting out good shit, I could see him sneaking onto this list. But if not, 2018 for sure. Smokepurpp for president 2018. Remember, I said it here first. Alright, so now at number 8, I'm kind of skeptical on this one. I kind of really am, because the dude hasn't really released anything in a hot minute. So I got Jazz Cartier here. I feel like this guy, he's different than the rest. He's got kind of a more mainstream friendly sound. He's got some good high quality music videos, including some crazy ass like 360s like video where you can like rotate the whole thing. I thought that was pretty fucking dope. I know that's a little bit older now at this point, but anyways, I feel like the guy's got some creativity to him, and I feel like he will fit that quota that XXL looks for. He sounds a little different. He's not, yeah type of rapper, trap, banger type of guy. I mean, his music slaps, that's for sure, but it's a little different. He's got more of that creative wave going to him that sounds a little more... I don't even know who to compare him to, really, but I'm going to try not to compare him. He's just doing him, but it sounds... If you listen to it, you'll know what I mean. It sounds different than the rest of the trap music that's popping nowadays, but it's still really good. I feel like he's got a good opportunity to make it because he is young, he is new on the scene, and if he releases a project this year, which I'm not sure if he has anything planned. I haven't been keeping up in a minute, but... as far as I know, he hasn't dropped anything in a while, but if he does, and it continues to grow the way his previous projects have, I see him making this list as well. At 9, I got this one. This one is for all the goths out there. We got Lil Peep. Lil Peep, I honestly wasn't too sold on him. I went and saw him live, and I saw this guy has a crazy amount of fans, and honestly, compared to most rappers, this guy has a ton more girl fans than than all these other artists that from what I've seen most of these guys live, just to mention. But this guy, there were so many girls waiting for this guy, and I guess it's because he makes like the depressed, looking for love type of gothic, almost trap music. It's almost reminiscent of like what goth music was like 8-9 years ago, but this time instead of it being like more rock, it's more trap, which I fuck with, and honestly I like it. I like listening to it too. Crybaby is a great song. Hellboy is a great song, just to name a few. Beamer Boy, and he's got some great projects. He's even put out his new video for girls, which looks to me like he's really trying to hit the scene with that one. It's a high quality video, and I feel like that's the one he's trying to push his way in. So if he just gets the snowball rolling a little more, I feel like he does it also very different than the rest of the guys. He sticks with the trap, which is obviously everybody loves those 808s and those drums, while keeping it like this weird, like gothic, depressed, almost like rocky vibe at the same time. And he's gonna have people going crazy. He can he can hit a lot of fan bases that these other guys can't. And with that, I feel like he's got an opportunity to grow and become a star in his own right, and have different fans than the rest of these guys pretty much, but also be on this list. I feel like he has a great opportunity. All right, at number 10, I'm really honestly not a big fan of this artist myself, Young Ma. But she is pretty well known. She's got a song that's big time, and she's pretty hot right now, and a lot of people do like her. But I almost consider her. Last year they had Designer. Not that I have anything against Designer, but I feel like he was like that hype pick that XXL picks, and then that's this year's pick. This year's hype pick is Young Ma, in my opinion. I feel like it's someone that doesn't have that longevity that I see in a lot of these guys, but right now it's that pick, and because I know a lot of people, I know XXL always gets a lot of complaints from people when they don't diversify their lists, when they don't put like one white dude or like a girl, and they haven't chose a girl since there wasn't a girl last year. I don't remember if there was a girl before, but I feel like I said, if it was 10 best artists, 10 most likely to blow up, I feel like the list would be different than what XXL actually chooses. I feel like they have quotas to fill. I feel like they almost want to pick a couple artists from here, a couple artists that do this kind of music, a couple of lyrical dudes. That's why I feel like some guys never make sense, but it's almost like he's the best to fit that type of quota that they have to fill. And that's what Young Ma is to me this year. So I would say she's pretty safe to make this list as well. I wouldn't be surprised at all if she makes it. Although I'm not a big fan, and I don't think she has the talent or the longevity that a lot of these guys have. And that's nothing against her or her music, but that's just my opinion on the matter. All right, so now that I shared my top 10, and this, once again, I'm going to say this very loudly, is my top 10, because I feel like anytime anybody makes the top 10, there's going to be a lot of argument and different opinions, and that's totally fine. I want to hear those opinions. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear who your top 10 are. If it's someday, maybe I'm sure there's plenty of people I've never heard of. I know I'm not too well versed on the more lyrical rappers. Like last year, I had no clue who, like, for example, Dave East or Anderson .Paak really were. I've heard of them, but I never listened to any of their music until after they made the list. I'm sure there'll be somebody like that on this year's list where I won't even be aware of them. So I want to be enlightened. I want you guys to let me know what you guys think is some other solid picks that should have made it, which picks I fucked up with, which picks I'm being a little stan and fanboy of. Just don't be mad at me for choosing Cardi at 3. I love Cardi. Cardi's going to make it. I'm just playing. If he doesn't deserve it, I want to hear it. I want to hear what you guys think, and really, I want this to become a discussion. So hopefully you guys check this video out and share some thoughts with me. I would love to hear from it, and we can continue from here, continue the discussion, keep it rolling.